Caitlin Clark is making waves this season, and it's almost certain she'll snag Rookie of the Year. What's the secret behind her exceptional performance? You won't believe the details. Find out only here on Sports Frenzy TV. Caitlin Clark isn't just tearing it up on the court. She's showing a real MVP mindset that's got everyone talking. In the last game, she twisted her ankle, and for most rookies, that would have been game over. But not Clark. She shook it off and kept going like nothing happened. After the game, she made a comment about seeing the replay and how she looked soft. She acknowledged it wasn't as bad as it seemed, but admitted it did hurt. Now, that's what MVPs are made of. She not only downplayed the injury, but even made a joke about looking soft in the replay. She didn't want to head to the locker room. Instead, she asked them to tape up her ankle right on the spot and carried on playing. And get this, she didn't just stick around, she crushed it. Clark wrapped up the game with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Plus, she tied the rookie record for three-pointers in the season with 85. But it's more than just numbers. It's about leadership, grit, and a relentless drive to win. Clark is lifting the entire Indiana Fever team. With 14 wins this season, they've had the best performance since 2016. Clark isn't just playing well, she's setting a new standard for rookies in the WNBA. Now, why is Caitlin Clark basically a shoe-in for Rookie of the Year? It's not an exaggeration to say she's in the league of her own. Just check out the stats. She's leading all rookies in both points and assists per game. And she's not just leading, she's dominating. Averaging 8.3 assists per game, she's not just doing well for a rookie, she's the best in the whole league. On social media, people are already calling her the top contender for the award. But it's not just about the stats. It's the impact she's making on the game. She's pulling off plays that even seasoned veterans would envy. Check this out. Clark left the defender in the dust with her moves. Her court vision, passing skills, and long-range shooting are all top-notch. What's even more impressive is her consistency. While many rookies have their ups and downs, Clark keeps up a high level of play every game. Before her ankle injury, she was averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. When you compare her to her main competitor, Angel Reese, the difference is clear. Reese shines in rebounds, but Clark's impact is more versatile and consistent. Now let's talk about Angel Reese. While Caitlin Clark is all about owning the court and pushing the Indiana Fever to the playoffs, Reese seems to be spreading her focus. Recently, Reese announced she's launching her own podcast. It's awesome that players are working on side projects, but the timing is a bit curious. Reese expressed her excitement about her podcast, highlighting it as a fresh avenue for connecting with her audience and reaching new people. She's eager to reveal more of her personality to her listeners and invites them to join her in this new venture. It's a cool move, but while Reese is gearing up for podcasting, Clark is busy setting records and driving her team to key wins. We also can't overlook Reese's recent game performance. In her last match against the Las Vegas Aces, she only hit 4 of 16 shots. Sure, she pulled down 22 rebounds, which is impressive, but a lot of those came from her own missed shots. On the other hand, Clark, even with a twisted ankle, kept playing at a high level and led her team. This raises an important question. Is Reese's split focus affecting her game? Meanwhile, Clark appears fully dedicated to basketball and is consistently improving. The contrast in their mentalities is becoming more apparent, and it might just be the deciding factor not only for Rookie of the Year but also for their future careers. But let's shift gears for a moment and dive into something that's been buzzing among Indiana Fever fans. Coach Christie Side's game strategies. Sure, the Fever has made huge strides this season, mostly thanks to Caitlin Clark's incredible play. However, there's been a lot of debate about whether Sides is truly leveraging Clark's full potential. One pattern that's been raising eyebrows is how Sides tends to take the ball out of Clark's hands during key moments, especially when the team is ahead. This often leads to a drop in the team's offensive effectiveness and lets opponents back into the game. Take the match against the Atlanta Dream, for instance. Even though Clark was playing through her ankle injury and still performing at a high level, there were times when sides opted to put the ball in other players' hands, like Kelsey Mitchell, during crucial offensive plays. Now, Mitchell is a fantastic player, but she's more effective in catch-and-shoot situations or fast breaks, not in isolation plays. Side's strategy of controlling the game rather than staying aggressive has cost the Fever some easy wins. It feels a bit outdated, especially with the star player like Clark on the team. Clark has shown time and again that she shines under pressure and can make game-changing plays. Holding her back at crucial moments seems counterintuitive. So the big question is, will sides adjust her game plan to better utilize Clark's talents and guide the Fever to the playoffs, or will her conservative approach end up being a stumbling block? While we wait to see how things unfold, let's look at Caitlin Clark's broader impact on WNBA. She's really shaking things up. For starters, Indiana Fever games are getting some of the highest ratings in the league this season. The Clark effect is real. She's not only drawing in basketball fans, but also creating new WNBA fans. The league has definitely noticed. They're using Clark's success to negotiate new broadcast deals, with rumors suggesting the next TV contract could be worth 4 times the current amount. That's a major win for the league and its players. But Clark's influence goes beyond just boosting ratings. Her style of play is inspiring the next generation of players. Kids all over are trying to nail that deep three-pointer just like Clark. And here's the icing on the cake. Clark has just been named WNBA Player of the Week. For a rookie, especially this early in the season, that's almost unheard of. The most exciting part? This is just the beginning of her WNBA journey. With the Fever currently in 7th place with a 14-16 record, they're on the brink of the playoffs. Every game from now on is crucial. And get this, one of their upcoming games is against the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's team. It's Clark versus Reese, with major stakes for both the playoffs and the Rookie of the Year race. Here's a twist. Clark's dealing with that ankle issue. She says she's fine, but how will it impact her game? And how will Coach Christie Sides manage Clark's minutes during this crucial stretch of the season? Meanwhile, Angel Reese is coming off a rough performance against the Las Vegas Aces. She's got something to prove, and what better place to do it than against Caitlin and the Fever? Also, keep in mind the bigger picture. The WNBA is closely watching this matchup. TV ratings are expected to skyrocket. The outcome could have major implications for the league's future. We're at the peak of one of the most thrilling WNBA seasons in recent memory. Clark versus Reese, Fever versus Sky, a playoff spot on the line, and the Rookie of the Year award almost decided, but still with a tiny chance of a shift. All this is happening in a league that's rapidly growing, thanks in part to rookies like Clark. What do you think will happen? Will Caitlin Clark lead the Fever to the playoffs, or will Angel Reese pull off a stunning performance against them? Drop your predictions for this Clark versus Reese showdown in the comments. Who do you think will come out on top? And what about Coach Christie Sides' tactics? Should she let Clark take more control, or is the conservative approach the right call? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all the latest WNBA news, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you in the next video, where we'll keep bringing you all the exciting updates.